Hello there, this is Mr. Fingers and Doghands from Batting Shreks. This is Metal Tag, and I know I'm late. Sorry about that. Even maybe everyone has done this. Maybe Steve Carson hasn't done it, but Metal Tag, I don't know. Will he do it? But let's go through. First, False Start album, an album you struggled with at first but grew to like. And I have to say, to me this is really hard. I didn't find anything, at least now from my collection, that I would have, and I wouldn't have liked first. Because why would I buy something that I don't like? I have done this. Maybe. But at least now I didn't find anything like that. So I will mention again Sabaton, because first I didn't like them so much, but nowadays I like to go to see them live, and I will. You will hear about that later this year. Album with War Team. Sabaton, making always about war, but let's not mention them again. It's a Holy Blood, Ukrainian band, and in this situation where Ukraine is right now, I want to show them as often as possible, and there's a war on this picture. This was released 2019, and they're singing about, I think, if I understood right, it's a little bit about also Ukraine and their history. Yeah. This is folk metal band, I would say. Most influential metal musician to youth. This was a question that I was thinking I will answer later. I will answer it later. Band your to see list, and there's many bands that I'd like to see, and one band I'd like to see is Before the Dawn. I have seen them many times, but because the lineup has changed, the vocalist who played also guitar and did songs is now playing drums. Well, on some records he played also drums, but not on live set. So, and they have new vocalists, so that's why I will mention Before the Dawn. And of course, there are some big names. Cannibal Corpse would be lovely to see, and many others. Oh, and Avantasia with many vocalists. Same goes with Arjen Lucasen's project, Arjen. But now, and I hope this year I will see Before the Dawn. An album that energizes you. This is something that energizes me, and it is Mokoma, Finnish thrash metal band, tämän maailman ruhtinaan hovi album, and it's really energizing, not only musically but also lyrically, and it is my cleaning music when I clean our house and our toilet I listen Mokoma. You can listen if you like something harder, Vade Retro Satana, and something more melodic, Uni saa tulla. And then is Big Freeze Snow or Ice album cover song lyric, where in Finland, Finnish lyrics, it's quite often, now and then, but I was there. The first snow, Winter Within, there's a couple of with Before the Dawn, but I will show still Before the Dawn, Hollow of Blood. By the way, last year Amorphis made album made Halo. There's the guys. And a song title with royal ties. I don't know. Maybe this is okay. Witch Hazel, classical rock sound. I would say if you like Ghost, you might like this. Well, Ghost has changed during the years and albums, but some of the songs, I could see them playing on the same stage. But Witch Hazel has a song called The Crown. A beautiful album. And this is hard word for me. Predominantly green album cover. To Die For. And I was thinking, first thing was typo negative. Because if some band is green, it's typo negative. But then I still chose this, and reason for I chose this is that last year, I went to festival and I saw them live after some years. And what I thought about it, well, I was singing on many songs because I love this album and the second album especially, and it was great to see them live. But yeah, I made video about that also, the festival video somewhere. An album released in 2021 that you bought but have not listened to this year. Okay, I have listened to everything that I have bought, except I should have listened this more. Tyrantti, Orja Planeta, really like British heavy metal movement style, but some of the lyrics and musically maybe my life wouldn't like to hear so much about this kind of yelling. I love it. Best find of 2022, old or new? Well, this is something that I knew pretty well. I have listened it, but I have never owned it because the CD that was released, this sounds so good back then, and I haven't found for nice price Stratovarius. So Music on Vinyl released Stratovarius Fright Night, their first album. Stratovarius is Finnish power metal band, except this sounds so much different if you compare to their like hit albums. But great album cover and I love it. If you like Rainbow, Blackout, or something like that, you might like also this. New band album, Discovery of 2022. I don't have this. I haven't bought it. But I'm thinking, should I go to some one gig, and there is playing also Wild Run. And the reason, so that's why I have listened also Wild Run a couple of times. And I thought, hey, I might like this. I don't know it. Is it band that I would like to have? Would I buy it? I have to listen more. An album sold to you by a song, and I would say this whole band was sold by me by this song. But especially this album, because that was the question. But it's Candlemass, doom metal, and song called Samaritan. Awesome song. And most anticipated album of 2023. Not this one, but this band, the same band, Before the Dawn. And like I said, new lineup, and they, if I understood right, they are making also album. They have already released this song called Downhearted, but new vocalist, he's doing harsh vocals and clean vocals, both. Paavo Laapotti, he was found from this TV program called Voice, this competition, and there he was singing Before the Dawns. He was singing also something else like Dio and some other metal and some non-metal songs, but he was singing also Before the Dawn, which is death metal band, but maybe especially started from this softer side and melodical side, and a little bit got harder, and there wasn't any more clean vocals on some albums as much as there was in beginning. But Before the Dawn, Paavo Laapotti was singing on Voice Dead song by Before the Dawn, and it was nice to see something like that in that kind of competition. And then now he's singing with Before the Dawn. Amazing. And Before the Dawn is back, because they already had stopped doing anything, just now and then some gigs, but not like, hey, we're coming back gigs. 23rd album on yourself. Well, this is a little bit hard. It depends where you start counting. But I started from somewhere. And like you see, it's quite start A. Agnestic nuo merten kiharapäät, which is Finnish rock music, Suomi-rockia. Suomi is Finland. And here it is like, if you like Britpop, you might like. This isn't so much metal that. Quite close to there would have been Airborne, but this was 23. Last album that has gone into your collection. Striper, my gift, Christmas gift. I love it. Random pull from your collection. Okay, now I will have to go here and I will take something here. It's happy to be metal. I will take something here. Well, metal enough. Michael Monroe, main man, vocalist of Hanoi Rocks used to be and made a great career also, and is still making as a solo. There's great songs, She's No Angel, Million Miles Away, and Nights Are So Long. You Can't Put Your Arms Around Memory. Questions. Band or artist you discovered through social media. And I'm thinking now YouTube, and there was YouTube channel that was talking about this band, and I think he also played some songs from here. And now this is something that I like to listen in car when I'm driving alone. Prayer, metal music. That's something that from YouTube I have found. Where do you see your collection processing in next 5 years? Price of well, if you have followed my channel, maybe you have realized that I haven't been buying so much lately, and that is something that I haven't decided, but it just happened because of prices. It might be that it changed during this year, except if prices will go up. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I buy more CDs than vinyl, especially if we're talking about new vinyls. There are some places that I can find pretty good prices for vinyl. Like now I found one Valtari, which is this crossover metal band which Samuli Ylisirviö, who is now playing in Creator, used to play in Valtari. Their vinyl was only for €10 as new, from 90s maybe, but repressed. But I listened it and maybe it's not my focus. So, a new release you didn't buy this year based on your price alone. Well, Before the Dawn mentioned, Tuomas Saikkonen has this band called Dawn of Solace, and they made album Flames of Perdition, and I haven't bought it. I will buy it on CD because I have other their albums on CD, but yes. And Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead, I like to have on vinyl, but I don't know, prices. A song that doesn't belong, a song that lets an album down. I know this isn't so metal, but in the beginning there was harder guitars, heavier guitars, and yeah, but him, Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights, and there is a song called Pretending. I hate it, especially when it was released. Maybe it was also that I loved the Love Songs Wall 666 album and those kind of style, and this changed quite much, and Pretending was something like But yeah, there might be many others also, of course, but this is one. But hey, this is New Year, let's see what happens. Bye bye.